Hey there, it's Kimberly here with Knit for Brains, and today I want to talk to you about renewing, recycling, and reusing. What am I talking about? I'm talking about this new surge of these renewed, recycled yarns that you're seeing in a lot of our yarn companies. So we're going to take a look at it today. What are they using? What does it mean? And what does it feel like? So stay tuned. So with the whole renew, recycle, reuse movement, and of course me using all of my stash or starting with my stash in 2025, I thought what a great way to talk about this renew, recycle, reuse theory and how it pertains to the yarns.
Let's talk for a minute about fast fashion. Now, this term came out about in the mid-2000s, and what it means is that products are made and sold really quick and cheap so that people can stay in tune with what's the latest fashion. But what's wrong with that? Well, the environmental impact with this fast fashion movement is huge. Fast fashion is responsible for between 8 to 10% of the world's carbon emissions. And the fashion industry is the second largest consumer of water on Earth. Textile factories pollute water sources and soil with wastewater and chemical runoff. Most fast fashion ends up in landfills just like this within 1 year. And the fashion industry additionally uses a lot of plastic. This is a picture of the mountains of discarded clothing which end up in the Chile's Atacama Desert. A total of about 59,000 tons of secondhand clothing is said to arrive in Chile for resale every year from Europe, the United States, and Asia. However, an estimated 39,000 tons is unable to be sold and it ends up dumped in this desert. You can actually see this pile from satellite pictures in space. The process for making recycled yarns basically involves collecting, cleaning, and shredding textile waste, and then they spin the resulting fibers into yarn. So it's basically the same process as making yarns from natural fibers like cotton and wool. First thing they do is they collect or they gather the textile waste from sources like clothing manufacturers or discarded clothing, or in the instance of some of our yarn companies, they pull it off of the machines after they make the original yarn. They sort or separate the waste by quality, color, and composition if needed. They clean, remove dirt and debris from the waste. They shred it, so basically they break down the waste into small pieces. They pass the fibers through a carding machine to separate and align them. They remove any remaining impurities or short foams by combing the fibers. And then they twist these fibers together using a spinning machine to create this recycled yarn.
Let's talk about some of the yarns that I have found that are using this whole recycle renewed policy or theory. So the first one I wanted to bring to you is this one that is called Salvage. This is by our friends over at We Crochet and Knit Picks, same company. And they sent me this yarn last year to try it out. Now this is called Salvage. It comes in at a sports weight. And it says that it is 95% cotton. 62 to 75% of this is recycled and then 5% other fibers. So what that means is 62 to 75% of the yarn that was made, or the fiber that was made for this yarn, is made from recycled cotton. That could be from older clothing, maybe scraps of cotton yarn that was picked up out of the machines and then respun into a cotton yarn. So 60 to 75% of the cotton that is used in this was recycled or renewed in some way. Now I have 3 skeins of this. This one here is called Farmer's Market, which I love. These come in at 155 yards at 50 grams. This one is called Thrift Shop. Kind of a celery color, and I've shown this to you all in the past, but I wanted to bring this up in the context of renew, recycle, and reuse. And this one here is called Rain Barrel. So they're using a lot of these, kind of flash terms, the farmer's market, the natural, going small, using the local grocers and the local markets and things like that. Rain barrel, recycling water, and then thrift stores, obviously recycling. So I get what they're doing, and I love it. I absolutely love it. So these, if you notice, there's this really fun kind of a nubby thing going on. They definitely just feel like a regular cotton to me. Not super, super, super soft. But if you have a natural cotton, typically it's not, and it will get softer with washing. So I'm going to make something out of these 3 skeins. I have 155 yards apiece, so through about 400 and 50 yards of this. So I'm probably going to make some kind of a nice summer top. It's going to be for your lighter, warmer weather. So this is going to be a little bit of your cooler yarn, perfect for me for Southern California. If you're back on the East Coast somewhere where it's a little bit cold, you might want to use this for a nice summer garment. But I think it's going to have some really good drape to it as well. So this is the Salvage Sports Weight yarn, which is made out of recycled cotton from We Crochet. And this is offered on the We Crochet website for $5.99 a ball. And sometimes you might find it on sale, but that's not bad for 155 yards. The next one I want to talk to you about, which you know is one of my favorites, this is the Upcycled Alpaca Blend from We Crochet and Knit Picks. Now, I checked the website. It is currently not available on the website, but I did hear from We Crochet just last year that this was so popular that they're going to bring it back again in 2025, and they're going to bring it back in a lot of the more jeweled colors. I have a lot of the earthy tones. The salmon, I think I had kind of the browns and the blues, and then a couple of the greens and the heather grays. But this one's beautiful. So this is an Upcycled Alpaca Blend. This is a worsted weight. It also comes in a sports weight, and it also came in a fingerling weight. It is 219 yards per 100 gram ball. And these were about $9.99 a skein when it was regular price. Now, I actually did find some of these on sale and they were like $2 a skein. So I bought up everything I could find. Probably the reason it's no longer in stock is because of me. And I'm very sorry about that. Sorry, not sorry, because it's amazing stuff. So this is made from recycled alpaca. So when they milled their yarns at We Crochet, a small amount is left over from each batch. Instead of wasting it, they work with the mills to create this new limited edition yarn, although we know it's coming back. And this year's, which was 2024, Upcycled Alpaca that comes in sport as well as in the DK weight. It's a blend of alpaca, wool, and acrylic. It lends itself to sweaters, cowls, hats, and a lot more. It's soft enough to be used next to the skin and worn next to the skin, but it's rugged enough to keep you warm all winter long. So when it's upcycled, it means that it is used with recycled fibers, which might vary in size. So it might cause slight variations in the color or the content. So if you are going to be buying a recycled yarn, make sure that you buy everything that you need so that you can be guaranteed that it comes from the same lot and it's going to look and feel the same as far as color and texture. This one is one of my favorites, and I am so excited to be working with this. I'm actually working on a cardigan right now using some of this. So I'm going to be showing you this stuff in action. The next one in my lineup is called Respun, and this is from our friends over at Lion Brand. This is 100% recycled polyester. So it is made from recycled plastic, keeping bottles and other waste products out of our oceans and landfills. Now this comes in at 170 grams, 394 yards per ball, 360 meters. It says it's a weight of 4. It looks like a very thin weight of 4 to me. I actually would have almost called that a 3, but let me tell you, this stuff is so soft. It has the slightest little bit of a halo, but it is surprisingly soft considering it's made from 100% recycled bottles and plastics and polyester. I love this. I love this color. This color is called Cove. And I think I have about, maybe even 9 or 10 skeins of this. This is actually soft enough that I could see making a sweater out of this. No lie, no kidding. I would wear this as a sweater. It is that soft. So this is the Respun yarn from Lion Brand, 100% recycled polyester. This came from a company called Darn Good Yarn. And you can find these a lot of times like on Etsy. This came from Darn Good Yarns. This is actually recycled saries. So this is made out of silk saries that have been torn into strips, tiny strips, and then respun. This is definitely going to be kind of your artsy yarn, but I love this stuff. So this is, and it's got some really nice duration. You could probably mix this with another yarn if you wanted to, or you could end up making a ball. I think I was going to make some kind of a bowl or something out of this. It's heavy. I wouldn't probably use this for a full garment of clothing, but you could certainly add this into using some other yarn or making some home decor items like baskets or something along those lines. But this is actually recycled silk saris, and it's so much fun. So our friends over at Darn Good Yarn, they have a lot of different yarns, silks, and some cottons and clothing that have been recycled and cut into fibers and stripped and then made into really cool stuff like this. So the whole world is so interesting when it comes to the recycled, renewed, and reused world of all different kinds of fabrics. I mean, you could even make your own. I've seen it made out of denim. I've seen it made out of t-shirts. So many options. It's limitless. The last one I want to show you is brand new out from Patons, and this is called Patons Evermore. And this is a recycled wool. So it's made of 90% recycled wool and then 10% polyester. So this is going to be same as before, same as with the We Crochet. This is the very first recycled product in the Paton line collection. So they use 97%. Now here it says 90%. So, but on the website it says up to 97% recycled wool to create a comfortable yarn with a better environmental impact. It's warm, it's durable, and it's breathable. Evermore is perfect for creating classic projects that last, such as sweaters, cardigans, and winter accessories. Look at this. This feels just like a really nice wool. It's soft. It's got a little bit of nubbing because this is the heathered look. So if you see here some really cute little flecks of blues and purples, what you would expect if you're going with like a heathered yarn. This color here is called grape tweed. I don't remember if they had solids or not, but this was one of their tweeds. And I absolutely love this. I got this on Yarnspirations. So this one is also going to be super soft. I only have the one ball, so maybe enough to make a cowl or a hat or something along those. But it is soft and warm enough that I could put this up against my skin for a cowl or something along those lines. So I hope that I've been able to help kind of reveal and explain and kind of unveil the mystery of this new recycle, reuse, and renew and how that impacts us, the yarn users, right? By using these yarns, we're actually helping the environment, putting less waste into landfills, whether it's old clothing or even a plastic bottle. And it's also helping our pocketbooks because it's cheaper. It's easier for companies to make this, and they don't have to use all the water and all of our natural resources to make this really fun yarn. So I can't wait to get started. If you want more information, I'm including all the links below for these yarns. This here is from the We Crochet family. This again is the Upcycled alpaca, not currently on their website, but hang in there because I do know it's coming back in 2025. This again is the Respun from Lions brand, and this is brand new out from Patons. This is their Evermore collection. And this I found on Yarnspirations. So wherever you find your Patons yarn, you can probably find it there. If you just joined us and you've just found us, welcome. I am so glad that you found us. This is what we do. We talk about yarns, tutorials, product reviews, and just anything else related to yarn and fiber, whether it's weaving, knitting, and or crocheting, or some other kind of yarn art. So if you're here and you like it, thank you so much. Tell a friend, send them over. We love that you're here. Please like and subscribe this video and all the others that you find. Thanks so much for watching. This is Kimberly with Knit for Brains. And as always, I'll see you soon.